I mean, comparing.
I'm sorry. Sorry. You're gonna cut this bit, right?
Ruth is like one of the.
I'm sorry. Oh, I gave up on my notes a long time ago. I was like, well, what does this even say?
Yeah.
Do that.
Perşindetiye şipe. Wait a second. Şiperia. Perşindetiye Şiperia and hello Eurovision fans. We are the DouzePointe, the channel that awards you 12 points. Today, I'm joined by
Rin from New Zealand, but
I'm
based in
Sara.
Germany.
Hi.
and I'm Kaan from Germany as well. And today we are here to talk about our top threes, actually our early top threes of Festivali Kenges 59 for Eurovision 2021. So Albania is the first country that has revealed its hopefuls for the upcoming Eurovision Song Contest, and we are so excited. So let's kick this off. First of all, let's mention some of our honorable mentions and then start with our top threes.
Okay. So I have to mention, and please correct my Albanian pronunciation. I'm just going to go with Evie. That's her first name. And her song, which is also really hard to pronounce, the Chair. Is that right? Anyone know? To me, it really sounds like Lion of Love from Fire Saga. So that definitely gets an honorable mention from me because I love that movie. And like I was bopping along to it, thinking about, Lion of Love and Fire Saga and having like a really cool, happy moment. So she gets an honorable mention for bringing a smile to my day.
Sara, how about your honorable mentions?
I want to mention Fatos Shabani with the song Tea. It's a good song. It's a very relaxing. It's a slow ballad, but it's not a slow ballad. It's boring. It's a very enjoyable, soft. He has a smooth voice, and I think that he will do well with the live orchestra. And I like the chords and the guitar in this song. So I think that I hope that he will ranking in the top 5 because the song is really cool, good. So.
And lastly, my honorable mentions are Orgeza Zaimi. I like the song of her. It's not in my top 3, so I don't think it will probably win Festivali Kenges this year as well. But I love her so much, like her style. She has like really edgy style of music, and this year she has also returned with a really different song. And also Castro Zizo with the song Valia Yetes.
Yeah, I really liked that too. Yeah, that was a cool song.
Me too.
I'm glad we have a common favorite. I think he has like immigrated to Greece at some time and then returned to Albania. So this song has really like OPA 2010 vibes.
Absolutely, and that was why I loved it so much.
The chorus is really catchy. Other than that, like the verses, I mean, they're fine, but the chorus is the wow moment of the song, and it's worth mentioning. Lastly, I actually have 2 other mentions, but I also don't want to spoil my top 3. So last one that I want to mention is Rosela Gil Begu with the song Vashezo.
Yeah, I mean, there was one, Stefan Marina with Meteor. That was actually like a really nice song, and I really enjoyed listening to it. But when I put it in the context of a potential Eurovision song, it wasn't a potential Eurovision song. It was a really nice song that I would put on a playlist to listen to as sort of like background music and sort of hum along to. And, a really pretty nice song, but just in the context, it wasn't Eurovision-esque. I'm going to dive right in there, and I'm going to say my number 3, and I'm sorry about my pronunciation, is Enshi Nasufi with her song You know the song I mean, right? I really enjoyed that, and I actually slipped her into my top 3 at the last moment because I actually found myself listening to it again. And then I was like, okay, if I'm listening to it again, then it definitely deserves a bit higher in my rankings. And so I slipped her into number 3. I thought that was a really cool song. Not a winning song, but a really cool song nonetheless.
I think it's a cool song with some disco and nostalgic vibes, but slightly disco vibes, not so strong.
Exactly. Yeah.
And Sara, what about your number 3?
No, my number 3 is Frank Coruni.
Yeah.
The song Emoren Bote. Yeah, I think that it's one of the most original songs that we have this year because I like the alternative sound, but also the fusion that they created between a classic, traditional sound, traditional music, traditional instrument, and innovative and modern sound. But it's a good fusion. I mean, you don't realize that there are all these elements in it. So, but when you hear it properly, you can notice this different. So I think it's a good fusion. It's a good song, very experimental. I like the electro vibes, and I love the trumpet. I think that it's a sax, maybe. I don't know, but it sounds like a sax, but I like that part. I mean, I think that it's the strong point of the song. It's that sax that you can hear 3 or 4 times in the whole song. When I like the high notes in the end of the song, like he sings with his chest voice, but in the end he does these high notes, and that really surprised me. But it's good. I mean, I like that part too. So I think that it's an original song, and it could be a surprise from Albania at Eurovision. I mean, something that you don't expect from Albania.
Just wanted to mention, I was just like giggling, towards the end of Sarah's opinions, because if you watch the Estonian episode, like our first video on the channel, Sara was like really critical on every act, and she was like having so much hate for the acts for a reason, I don't know. And today it's like hilarious to see
It's not
her
true.
loving something in the end.
Maybe Albania is just more her thing this coming season.
That was not hate. It was just an objective opinion.
Exactly. It was an educated critique.
Yeah.
All right, Kaan. Tell
Moving
us
on to
your third place.
Sure. So I actually had a number 3, but just like you, I also changed my number 3 at last minute. Initially, it was Angela Peristeri and Parma.
Yeah.
She is like one of the super divas of Albania. She is like, I think, over 250,000 followers on Instagram. So she's a really well-known artist. I'm not talking about her voice because like she has everything that it takes to be a diva, as I said. Not gonna talk a lot about my 4th place, Angela. I'm moving on to my 3rd place, and it's Era Rusi with the song Zjarim. Era has actually like recently become a well-known artist to Eurofans, as she last year also participated in the Festivali Kenges with her song Eya Mere. This year she participates in Festival Kenges with a song that has a similar style actually, but but yet it's riskier and more daring. It feels like she combined three or four songs in one song under the title Ziyare'im. This is actually borderline chaotic, even.
Yeah, I was going to say this totally goes against what you just told us about liking structure and clear definition.
I know I'm just having a contradiction with myself, but I'm here for the chaos in the song. How can I say that? This is like more magical, and she like takes you in the song, in her world, and you just go along with the beat for like 3 minutes with her. Um, at first listen, I thought this was. I didn't know whether I loved it or hated it, which is actually a positive thing because you have 3 minutes at Eurovision and you need to impress the audience. So this definitely impressed me. After first listen, I decided to check that again after some time, return to the song, and then I found out that it's quite catchy. Some although its parts are quite a bit repetitive and the chorus is quite annoying, I still like it because
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because you're like, and this is wrong with it, and this is wrong with it, and this is wrong with it, but I like it.
My thoughts are also confusing, just like this song, Okay, so after all of these positive and negative sides, I can say that I have faith in this act because like Era knows how to sell her songs last year. She performed with her personality. I mean, she showed her personality to the audience very well. Although she had kind of cheap staging, that didn't help her to elevate the song. But she herself is a performer with attitude. So this year, I'm sure she'll come back stronger. And yeah, with a clear and expensive staging, this could be the winner, like a shocking winner with the jury votes.
I mean, it's funny that you said all of this because, and I didn't get to the end of the song. I was like, what is going on here? And I was just like, I can't, I'm sorry. And I skipped. So maybe I need to revisit it and listen to it again because if it can turn you, it must be a decent song.
Yeah, so these are my confusing thoughts about Era Rusi. I'm excited for her. I can't wait to watch her performance at Festival Kenges. And now I give it the word to you, Rin, for your second place.
For my second place, well, actually, Sara has already mentioned him. So my second place goes to Frank Karuni. And I love this song for so many random reasons. Again, it's kind of exactly as Sara said, like I agree with everything she said. It's this kind of fusion, but it's fusion that's done in kind of a more subtle way because you're actually too busy enjoying the song to actually go, oh, hang on, this is this kind of fused sound. Again, I loved the trumpet / saxophone, whatever that instrument is. Loved that. It was just it was kind of like, like the cherry on top. It's like the sprinkles on the ice cream, something that kind of just adds that little bit of extra fun. Is it necessary? Probably not, but do we love it? Yes. And I think the thing that really got me about the song was that it was giving me low-key Norway 2019 vibes. So it was giving me like low-key Spirit in the Sky vibes with the kind of like the tone. I mean, he kind of from styling kind of reminds me a little of Fred as well, bald and the bomber jacket, leather bomber jacket. So, but it was also, it's not just that, it's not just the way he looked, it was kind of the sound and style of the song, with the way it's sung. And that kind of, how much I loved that song. So immediately I was going to be like, this song is fantastic. But it actually is fantastic, not just for that reason. Is it something I would usually, on first listen, be attracted to? Yeah, probably. But after listening to it like 3 or 4 times, I was like, I love this in that voice. And so that's why it's my number 2.
Yeah.
I mean, I would go as far as saying that if it wasn't in the field of songs that it's in, I might have even said this is my winner, but
Interesting.
It's number 2 for me. Yeah, that's my number 2.
So my number two is Era Ruse, Jaliyim. We already mentioned her, and
I have some backup.
yeah, I like the song. I like the song. I like the tribal rhythm. Okay, I like the drums. I think that they did a brave choice. I mean, and I think that in the end they did good. I mean, it's not it's something particular, an original song. They decided to do something new, and I think that at the end the result is really good. I like the modern sounds. I think that Era Rusi voice really fits the music. So I think that it's her song. I like the structure because the song changes every time. I mean, you can hear different sounds of different parts every time you hear the song, minutes after minutes, seconds after seconds. So I like this originality in this song because you never get bored because there's also always something new to hear. So I like this aspect of this song. So it's my number 2.
If this goes to Eurovision, I think this will be the WTF moment of the second semi-final.
It really would. It really would.
So that's why I say that this is actually a positive thing that I was not sure whether I liked it or disliked it at first listen.
Can you imagine the crazy staging that could go with this song?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it would be a show.
Yeah.
That is absolutely sure.
Yeah. Drummers everywhere.
Yeah, shirtless.
Drums, pyro.
All over the
lots of pyro. The beat is so like great for pyro.
Yeah.
Kaan, your number 2.
My number 2.
Yes.
It's actually
you're gonna cause some controversy right now, aren't you? Come on.
And it's actually one of the artists that our followers are waiting for us to review. It's Mirut with the song Ne Sevdes. I love this song. The title is If I Die, but this brings me to life. I'm not gonna start with negative comments, so okay, let's relax. Last year, Albania didn't send Elvana to Eurovision, and people got mad. I mean, for obvious reasons. I was also a fanboy. But now they have a second chance with the song, and male Elvana is here to slay. First of all, I would like to congratulate Mirut for not giving up and coming back stronger. In 2019, he sang a power ballad called Nene, and then failed to qualify for the final, although being a massive fan favorite. And this year, he has a totally different song than 2019. It's an ethno banger. So I just wanted to mention that first. First of all, it's definitely more traditional than Metana. If I didn't know that this song was competing in the Albanian national final, I wouldn't necessarily say that this is a Eurovision song, because probably a top chart topper in Albania in summer especially, because it has a very local taste, even folksy, I would say. I'm not just talking about the fact that the song is Albanian, but the production, the instrumentation, and everything smells Balkan and Albanian. However, it managed to appeal to the international audience as well. I've gone through some of our fans and followers' reaction today, and Mirut is definitely one of the massive favorites to win FIC 59. Considering 2019 song and this year's song, this year is actually the year that Mirut has to win. I think the comeback is much more stronger than his previous
Yeah.
entry. The reason is actually this is like a trend follower. Recently, having ethnic bops at Eurovision has become a successful trend, and more and more countries start to send these kind of songs, which I'm here for. I mean, this is like my favorite genre at Eurovision. Uh,
Yeah, me too.
but I think um, the reason why I place this second um, under a song that is probably sound a bit unusual for my music taste is that this is too local for me. I mean, I love ethnic pops, as I said. I mean, Fuego and Replay are like one of my all-time favorite Eurovision songs, but I think this is like borderline folk music in some ways. The other reason why I place it second is that the verses are a bit long. Um, the first drop kicks in the 1.5 minutes, although the song is like just 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and I lost my interest a little bit after many listens. Like I just want to go to the chorus straight away. Um, but all in all, I love the song. That's probably the song that I listen to the most so far. Yeah. So to sum up, if he managed to bring a strong vocal and staging performance to Festivali Kenges stage, he has a great shot this year at winning. If the juries don't rank him, of course, not low, just like last year with Elvana Jata.
Wow. Now that you've said all of that, you've left me with absolutely nothing to say about my first place, Mirut. There is absolutely nothing that I do not like about this song. I love that it is an ethno banger. I love that it is borderline folksy. I live for this kind of thing. You know that I am such a strong supporter of, okay, obviously all the songs are in Albanian at the moment, but if they even think about changing this song into English at any point, I'm done. I will never ever listen to the Albanian selection again. No, this song needs to stay in Albanian. It is fantastic. I love him. He is such a personality, and the way he delivers the song sells it. You know, you can feel the feeling and the fun and everything else in his voice. And I literally do not stop dancing from the beginning to the end. I didn't even notice that the verses were long. That's how much I love the song. So I'm just like bopping away, enjoying the sort of ethno banger, as you call it. Um, for me, it's a clear winner, and it's a clear winner because it brings this kind of energy that I like. It brings this kind of yeah. I'm not a ballad person. I don't like ballads very much. You know, occasionally there'll be one that I do like, but I'm here for sort of like the bops and the, you know, this kind of thing. And I just love the fusion of the cultural elements, the traditional elements, and kind of this whole modern get everybody dancing and moving kind of vibe. Look, I'm talking about the song going like this already. So like that is how much I love this song. So yeah, you pretty much stole everything else that I could possibly have to say. And yeah, Team Arud.
My first place is the same. Mirut. I'm Team Mirut too. So
Yay!
I won't say yeah. I like you.
Yeah, Sarah's my
I like
favorite
Mirut's
tonight.
song.
Can I just leave the chat right now?
Yeah, no.
I like this song too. I think that it's one of the strongest that we have this year. I like the ethnic vibes, the sound. I think it sounds, I mean, it's a Balkan pop, but it sounds a little bit Arabic. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's only me,
No,
but
no, it
I can
definitely
feel,
has that Arabic
yes,
feel to it.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm more for the Western Europe countries and songs, but
Yeah.
maybe you don't know that I love Arabic vibes. I mean, I always feel something when I hear this kind of sound. I don't know. Maybe I have some connection with the Arabic world. I don't know. Sometimes sometimes people told me that I look like an Arabic, so maybe I don't know.
Maybe. You never
But I
know.
like it. And yeah, maybe the song is a little bit short, like Kaan said before. I think that this song will need a little revamp for
Yeah.
Eurovision. But it's a contender for the winning at peak and probably a top five at Eurovision. So
Yeah.
for me, in my opinion, it
Yeah.
could do very well at the Eurovision. I
I
think that
agree.
the with a good revamp, a little revamp. I mean, the song is good, it's
Yeah.
fine, but just
Yeah.
a
Just
little
a tiny tweak.
revamp,
Yeah.
yeah, just to fix something, but with a good staging, they
Yeah. I
could
mean,
do
this is
very,
another
very
song
well.
that could have an amazing staging. You know, like I was already in my
Yeah,
head planning all his staging. Like, so they really could
yeah.
make a great show out of this. And actually, Karen, you touched on something before that does kind of worry me that the juries are going to crucify this song. And
Yeah.
not necessarily because it is a bad song, but I mean, Albania tends to send ballads and amazing ballads, but
You
this
see the
song,
smile?
yeah, the song kind of like brings a whole different flavor to the Albanian selection, and yeah, I don't know. I hardly ever agree with with juries during national finals, hardly ever, and I worry that they're going to also think that this song is a little bit too different to their usual formula.
Just a quick question.
Mm.
Um, you all listen to Metana by Elvana Jata, of course. Which one is better for you? I mean,
Mirrored.
yeah.
Mm.
For me, that's easy.
So I can tell my opinion.
True.
I mean, at first listen, if I compare both songs, I think I got more excited for Elvana. Just because maybe I listened to that song last year and it was one of my favorites, and then he announced that his song will be a Metana style song, and maybe then I got my expectations a bit. Yeah. And Sarah, you didn't tell your favorite.
Yeah, she did. It's Marood.
Mirud. Yes,
Oh, okay. I did.
Mirud.
I did.
Yeah.
So my favorite is Ines Neziri with the song Pendes. After 2018, I've been waiting for so long for her to come back to Festivali Kenges. Since her last Festivali Kenges participation, she has literally collected all of the awards from every possible voice competition. I mean, in Romania, in New Wave in Russia, which is a tough competition,
Mm.
and she competed against some familiar names like Sandro from Cyprus and Aysel from Azerbaijan. The main thing that I want to say is that she has an amazing voice, and she was only 18 when she first participated in Festival Kenges. So she has definitely evolved to a better and more experienced singer in this time. I mean, for now, I just mentioned her voice. Some may say that this is a song contest, not a voice contest. Like, you have to bring a
Mm.
good song. I can um, except to a certain extent that this song is not the most original and innovative song in the lineup. And we've heard so many ballads at Eurovision, especially from Albania. But sometimes it's not about the song, it's about whether the singer can sell the song or not. I think in this case, Ines is the perfect singer for the song. And it also fits her better than her 2018 song, Piedestal. That song was a bit Christina Aguilera Hurt Wannabe, and this is more like a slower song which can showcase her vocal skills, and that was probably the purpose of the song, because like her voice is the strongest element of this act actually. I just want to quickly mention the instrumentation of the song because in 2018 it was so unfortunate that in the live performance in the grand final, the music has actually overpowered her, if that makes sense. Like it was much
Yeah.
more powerful than her vocals. That is because I think due to the organization team and the like about the staging and voice issues about in this stage. So that was nothing about her, but I think that played a role in her finishing in third place. This is of course not the winner of Eurovision 2021 if it wins. I mean, but I think it has the potential to be one of the best ballads that Albania has sent to Eurovision. Um, you're not fan, right?
No,
You're
no,
not fan.
I mean, the ballad is beautiful. Girl can sing. That's not up for discussion. Like we all acknowledge and agree. But I just get bored of every year a big ass ballad. I mean, I would really love Albania to like send something that kind of like shakes it up and brings the house down. I I mean,
Yeah.
everyone knows that Albania does amazing ballads.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of tired of it. I'm not going to vote for another Albanian ballad.
I also remember yesterday when the songs were released, and I just quickly go to Mirut's and Ines' song because like these were my early favorites before the songs released. And you know, when I listened to Ines's song, I just clapped for a second, and this is the winner. I said, Mirut,
Okay.
and I can also say that this is probably the most Eurovision ready song in this lineup. In every way, instrumentation, vocals, production, and it's exactly 3 minutes, so it does not necessarily need a revamp as well. I like that it's Albanian. The lyrics are also quite nice, so I think this is like the right choice for Albania. I get your point with ballads, but I mean this ballad is good, and I just cannot reject it. So this was my thoughts about the song. I'm shocked that you didn't even place her as a honorable mention. Like, I'm shocked.
I mean, and
Yeah.
that's like, as I said before, it's just because it was so expected. And,
Yeah,
and as you said, that was a good thing for you because you got exactly what you expected. You weren't disappointed or anything like that. But for me, it was just like, well, that was what I expected. There was no like surprise moment in the song for me. And that's not to say it's a bad song or anything against
yeah.
her vocal performance. It's just that um it's just another perfect Albanian ballad, and I've had enough of them. Yeah. So as per usual, Kaan and I disagree, and Sara and I mostly agree.
So this was what we think about Albania's national final this year. We have different top threes, and we try to explain why we love our favorite songs this year from Albania's lineup. If you enjoy our videos, you can subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and hit that notification bell so that you'll get reminded by our videos. Um, we also have an Instagram page as well. We started on Instagram and then we decided to transfer our live chats to YouTube so that we can reach out more Eurovision fans out there. So all in all, we're really excited for Albania because like they are the first country to reveal their act for Eurovision 2021, and thickness is coming.
No.
So
Same.
cringy outro
No.
time 2.0.
Cringy outro time.
12 points go to you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.